So today I'll be sharing a success story on how I manifested a certain amount of money which I desired. And I did this only to try and see how which technique works for me and how can I actually manifest and whether this even possible or not. So this is part two of the video of how to manifest wealth and abundance. Part one has the technique on how to shift your mindset or what is required to have that mindset for money manifestation. So in case if you have missed the part one, do check out the part one video as well. But before we get into the details and the success story, hello my visionaries, welcome or welcome back to my channel Vibing with Vision. Here I talk about my manifestation journey and information on law of assumption from my perspective. I remember when I was learning and reading about law of assumption, I was quite intrigued to apply for all the areas of my life to see what works and what does not work. It is very important that you apply it and then see for yourself how real it is. And that's what I had heard from everyone that, apply, and then you will know how it works. See for yourself and it will help you build faith. And for me, all of you know I had shared my journey in my previous video that how I had given up in between and then I came back stronger and I was in quite neutral state and a happy state, I would say. So I thought to give a try to money manifestation and I wanted to manifest it in a specific way. Again, here I was just trying to apply it and make it fun, and that's why I thought of desiring it in a specific way. But you can keep your mind open that it can come to you in any way. Since I wanted it in a certain way I desired, and that was the intention I had put it out. So my desire was very specific that I wanted money in form of a reward at my workplace. That was very specific. I know that people say that when you're manifesting money, just say that money comes to you in any form and it comes very easy so that you can get it via different ways, and your subconscious mind will try to give you in all possibilities. It will have lot more possibilities to give you the money, but I just wanted it in a specific way as a reward in my workplace. Now I will give you the backstory. I had received one award in month of February, which really made me happy, and I felt really nice because that was one of my manifestations too. Now that is a different story to tell, but at my workplace, we have this rule that once you've received a reward or an award for a month, you don't get it in the next month. No consecutive month rewards you get. I mean, the same person will not get the reward consecutively. You can be nominated maybe after 3 months or 6 months, but you are not allowed to be even nominated for the next month. So that's how the process is, that every team nominates one person, and out of those people, one person, out of all the nominated ones, one person gets the reward. So that's how it works. Now, I had received that in February for my exceptional work, which I was really, really happy. And that was again my manifestation, as I mentioned. I thought to myself that, yeah, fine. I mean, now I will not receive any award after like at least between these 3 months or 6 months. They might not nominate me because that's the company rule. Now, as I wanted to have a fun with law of assumption and wanted to see how mountains move if they have to for your manifestation. So let's try it out. So now I desired that I wanted a reward in March, which will be like a certain desired amount, and it will be in the form of reward. Okay, so I will get a reward as well as the money in that reward. I know this is very specific, but I just wanted to have fun. As I mentioned earlier, I was trying something different. I wanted to manifest it. I was like, why not? And to my surprise, I mean, I still get goosebumps when I think about it. I get an email in March, at the start of the March, that I have been rewarded with Star Award, and the amount was written on it. And I was shocked. Like, that mail took me by my surprise, and I was like, what? Literally, I just said, what? I mean, the rule of the company changed just because I wanted something, I manifested something. This is insane. when I asked my manager, she mentioned that it is an exceptional case, that they liked my work, which I had delivered during those months, and they wanted to reward me again. I mean, how specific it was and how easily I received it. Yes, of course, there were inspired actions which I took, where there were few opportunities coming my way in February and March, and I took that up and worked on it. And because of that work, I received my award. So I will tell you that also, that, if you get inspired action, if you get certain opportunities, keep your mind open and try to work on it. You never know what opportunity brings what things to you, right? So that's where I really, yeah, I really understood what actually law is, and it really works. Now I'll come to the part that what really worked for me, as in, I know you might want to know the process or the steps I took to have this manifestation or the success story. Now, these are the steps I did. First, I shifted my mindset with regards to money, that it comes easy to me. And this again, I have shared it in my part one video. So do check it out if you want to. Now, for changing that mindset, every day I used to just say 3 or 4 times that money comes easy to me. Now, as I have this mindset that I have to struggle to get money, and I wanted to shift that mindset. So that's the reason I started affirming 3 or 4 times. And it was not even daily, like I started for a few days, and then it was only whenever it popped up, I used to say that, yeah, yeah, fine, that money comes easy to me. It is all fine. Then, second, I went very specific, sat for 5 minutes, and just decided what I want. That's where I decided I want money in form of reward in March. So only for 5 minutes, I just sat and I thought to myself that this is the decision, this is what I decide for myself, and I want it with conviction. That's it. That those 5 minutes were like important 5 minutes for me, that I decided something, and that was with conviction and with proper intention of what I want. Now, then the last part comes on the daily routine, right? People usually follow daily routine for their manifestation, but for me, I don't do it because that is just not natural to me. So whenever a desire comes into my mind, I will say certain money affirmations, or I will just have that mindset in general that all things will turn out well for me and everything will be easy for me no matter what. So that's like an umbrella affirmation or a general affirmation that I just keep it for myself, that whenever I am feeling low or down or feel like giving up, yes, there are days I do feel like giving up. I do have my own doubts and limiting beliefs, but this is my basic affirmation which I follow, that things will turn out well no matter what, I will get it. And I have a lot of faith and belief and trust in myself and in law that it will happen. So there were no daily affirmations, no daily subliminals. I used to repeat that money is easy to me, or, I get rewarded very often whenever I thought about that desire or whenever that desire popped up in my mind. This is my natural way of thinking for any of the desires. And I don't continuously think about it, even when I never, even when I did not know about conscious manifestations and the idea about law of assumption. Even before that, I never used to continuously think about my desires. So that's what I had kept it intact, so that my mind is not stressing about something or any process, that, okay, now this is a new process, law of assumption, I have to think in a certain way. No, I'll keep it very natural to me. I did not obsess. There were days I did not think about it at all. In fact, I had forgotten until I received an award which reminded me that, oh, I had this desire and I had placed this desire and I was trying to apply it. So, yes, if I retrospect, then what worked for me was shifting the mindset, not attaching any negative meaning. Although I had this belief and the doubt that rewards are not given consecutive uh, to one employee in our company, and that was something as a doubt or a limiting belief, I will say. But that did not matter, because whenever I thought about it, I used to say that anything can happen, manifestations work in any way. And last of all, not keeping it on pedestal and thinking positively whenever the desire popped up in my mind. Not keeping it on pedestal is why I see is one of the biggest things for me, because since I was not obsessively thinking, I even forgot about it. That's the reason I always say that I did not keep that on pedestal, because I had totally forgotten, like completely forgotten about it. Now, again, a disclaimer, I don't say that you have to forget about your desires or anything sort of that to manifest, but that's how natural it was for me. I was in a natural state that I have already received it, or maybe it's easy for me. And that state, uh, it automatically took that obsessive thing from me. That's what I believe. So, yeah, that was it. It was that simple. I mean, I'm telling you, law is very real. You just have to change yourself and your mindset and see how things will be way easy than you thought. And I hope this entire success story somewhere helped you build a little bit of faith towards law of assumption, or maybe helped you in your manifestation journey. And I hope this same success stories, you get it for yourself. So apply it right now and see how beautifully you can manifest things. Okay, we'll talk to you in next video. Till then, happy manifesting and keep thinking in your favor. Bye bye.